Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And once again, this is the one-day chart. We're sitting here at $3.56, up 16.65% today. I don't know about you, but I am pretty damn excited right now about the price of XRP. And we even achieved a new all-time high. I'm going to talk a little bit about that in this video, but let me tell you something. This is a very emotional time because this is something that we have been waiting for such a long time. And finally, it is happening. Every day now, XRP just is crushing the competition. And I'm sitting here as I'm talking, watching the price jump up another penny. And we don't even have ETFs yet. Think about that. We're still waiting for spot XRP ETFs to go live. We're still waiting for the SEC to come out and say that this case is finally over as well. What a time to be an XRP investor. We are finally getting rich together. And look at Bitcoin sitting at $119,662, up only 0.59% today. That's why I said XRP is just crushing it right now. And we are not even in Altseason yet. Altseason begins when this number makes it to 75. If we're already at a new all-time high before Altseason even begins, let me tell you something. This is going to be one hell of a run-up for XRP. Blockchain Backer says, after 7.5 years, welcome to a new all-time high. And he even went on to say XRP's 2018 all-time high was $3.40. Binance, Kraken, Coinbase, Bitstamp, Bitfinex, the list goes on. That was it, $3.30 to $3.40. The $3.84 myth was something no one paid, received, or witnessed in USD. It was a Korean currency exchange issue. Price discovery is above $3.40. We are in price discovery right now. And this is what I've been trying to, I just wanted to keep you all positive until we got here. That's what this was all about for me, getting you to the finish line. I want every single one of you to experience what's about to happen with XRP. And even David Schwartz said, that is often reported as the all-time high, but you could not actually sell XRP for $3.84, nor did you have to pay $3.84 to buy it. That number included inflated amounts due to the use of official currency exchange rates for Korean exchange rates. So we are now in price discovery. I have to say that again because I've been waiting for this to happen for so long. ETH is outperforming Bitcoin. Phase 2 has started. Altseason is coming. We are on our way to Altseason, but Altseason has not even started yet. And I'm telling you, the coming weeks are going to be make it or break it time for people. A lot of people are going to sell way too soon. A lot of people that said they will never sell too soon will end up selling too soon anyway. You don't want to be that person because I'm telling you, everybody's going to be screaming that the top is in and XRP is still going to continue to go higher. XRP is outperforming every other asset in the crypto market. It honestly looks like XRP may be leading us into Altseason this time around. I even said there's a good possibility of that happening because the way XRP has been performing ever since the election. It's just been crushing the competition. And, you know, it's bringing the rest of these utility cryptocurrencies up with it as well. I'm going to make a dedicated video on all the ISO cryptocurrencies, most likely for tomorrow. If XRP hits the same fib as the 2017 cycle, we will hit $23 by August 1st. This is not hype. This is just data. I'm not saying this will happen. I'm just saying it happened once before. Same setup, same result. I see a lot of people saying by the end of this month, there's a chance XRP will already be above 2 digits. Can that happen? Absolutely. We see how fast XRP moves when it moves. You know, we have so many catalysts yet for XRP that still have to play out. And this is going to be the greatest return on investment you have ever seen in all of crypto. You know, you think Bitcoin made millionaires? XRP is going to make a hell of a lot more millionaires than Bitcoin ever did. Do you believe XRP will rise to $10 before the year ends? Honestly, I think there's a very good chance by the end of September, XRP is already in 2 digits. People are predicting it to happen by the end of this month. I think a catalyst has to happen first for that to happen. If not, XRP reaches 2 digits, most likely end of September, maybe into the middle of October. It depends on where we are in this cycle. I think people think that we are in one place, but I don't think we're there yet. A lot of people still think we're halfway up that first big candle that happened back in 2017. I honestly think this run hasn't even begun yet. I think we are at the early stages of this run. And if that's the case, then the blow-off top comes in January. Other people are expecting the top to come in at some point in October. It all depends on where we are at right now in this cycle. XRP surpasses $200 billion market cap after rising 12% in the past 24 hours. You know, market cap does not matter in crypto. I will stress that again. Utility and use case matters. And people are going to find out the hard way because there's so many people out there still screaming from the top of their lungs that XRP will never reach 2 digits. XRP is not only going to reach 2 digits, it's going to go most likely to $30 or $40. People are still predicting 3 digits this time around. I'm just waiting to see how all these catalysts play out for XRP. That'll give us a better way of predicting how high we actually go. This comes from Eleanor Tourette, and this is big. So breaking, I rarely use that term anymore, but this time I think it's warranted. All 3 crypto bills just passed the House, and the Genius Act is now headed to real Donald Trump's desk to become the first major piece of crypto legislation signed into law. Despite the last few days of drama and uncertainty, Democrats and Republicans really showed up, voting in a much more bipartisan fashion than almost anyone expected. So let's recap. The Clarity Act passed in a vote of 294 to 134, with 78 Democrats voting in favor, more than double the 35 expected, and more than the 71 who voted to pass FIT 21 last year. The Genius Act passed in a vote of 308 to 122, with 102 Democrats voting in favor. The anti-CBDC Act passed in a vote of 219 to 210, with 2 Democrats voting in favor. The signing ceremony for the Genius Act is set for today, this afternoon, at the White House, a fitting and happy ending to Crypto Week. This is big because now we are also about to get clarity for crypto in the United States. And we also have stablecoin regulations now as well. This is where the tide turns. This is where everything is about to change. Because this is where they're going to tell you XRP, XLM, XDC, and so on. These are utility-driven cryptocurrencies. These are cryptocurrencies that can actually be utilized to move value from point A to point B. This is Bitcoin over here. It runs on hype and speculation. That's why legislation matters. And that's where things are going to change. Because institutions, they're not going to park their money in hype and speculation. They're going to park their money in something that has real value. Most expect $10 XRP. I'm aiming way higher, $500. Call it crazy or call it vision. I'm ready. What's your target? Honestly, I sat down multiple times during this bear market and tried to come up with an exit strategy for myself that I would share with all of you. And early on, I thought, well, maybe I'll take some profit at around $15. This is before all these catalysts showed up for XRP. Now, I don't even want to sell one XRP under $100. And I know we are on the verge of passive income as well. And that's what's really making me reluctant to want to sell any of my XRP. I'm thinking, okay, I get passive income. I quit my 9 to 5. I open up or I buy a couple of turnkey businesses and I get all the free time I want. So then I could focus more on creating content, helping the next generation of people get to their finish line in whatever cryptocurrencies are out there, or help you all figure out ways to earn passive income from your XRP. There's a lot of things that I have to look at before I ever think of selling now. We're too close. Institutional adoption is coming still. There's so much to look forward to. I don't know if I'm going to sell any of my XRP. If I do decide to, I will definitely give you my exit strategy. Pundit warns XRP investors to not make this grave mistake this cycle. So we know David Schwartz sold his ETH to put solar panels on a house he no longer owns. And that ETH went on to become worth like $40 million. So Johnny Crypto says he learned a painful lesson from his past. In 1997, he sold a large amount of Amazon stock he owned far too early, a decision that cost him $52 million in missed gains. This time, he said, the strategy is different. Although he might sell about 30% of his holdings, selling the entire stash is not an option. He mentioned that he's considering placing his XRP in a trust or even borrowing against it to maintain long-term exposure, like I've been telling you this entire time. Because then you don't sell and you sit back comfortably getting that passive income, watching the price go higher and higher over time. And that's how we get to experience the 4 and 5 digit XRP. Because if you sell in this cycle, I really think you're going to regret it. If we're at an all-time high now, and by the way, the price of XRP went up again. It's now at $3.61. up 17.59%. And think about it. We're at an all-time high. We are now in price discovery. And Altseason hasn't even begun yet. People that are saying $10 is the top, $15 is the top, I think they're about to get proven wrong. I even think that the early conservative predictions of $27, I think that's going to get proven wrong as well. I think we're going higher. But let me tell you something. Until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.